All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday edition of A Morning Scone, presented by Barack. Here he comes. I knew you couldn't resist. And they're watching Mickey Mouse, but when Dad's show came on, it was all she wrote, huh? It was all she wrote. Scott Rodri, good morning. First out the chute. Hey, Drew, what are you watching in there?
Mickey's birthday.
Mickey's birthday. He's watching Mickey's birthday in there. Very good. Hey, Elise Trivia Carter, good morning. Shelly Melanson, what's up? Craig Schilling, good morning. Jason DeRoche. Maurice Coleman, good morning. Jamie Fitch, Andrew Bear. Kelly Gross, good morning. Robert Boudreau, what's up, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all are doing good. A little bit of a bummer last night. LSU basketball season came to an end. Michigan State's really good, man. Some people were upset. I picked Michigan State on AFR. I kind of was feeling good. You know, the closer you get to the game, we talked about it yesterday. You kind of convince yourself like you like the matchup. But the more I thought about it, the more I remember. We will go to Fresh Market after Dad's show. Okay? Okay? Well, I thought you wanted Mickey Mouse. You're watching Mickey Mouse right now. Not Elmo. Do you want Elmo? Okay. Anyway, so really fun game last night for baseball, though. I would say last night was the best game of the season for LSU baseball. You had a great start from Cole Henry. He got some tough luck. If you're watching basketball and you missed it, he was perfect through the first the first 3 innings. He went through the order 9 up, 9 down through the first 3 innings. And in the fourth, Mangum's up, and Mangum's obviously a great player. But Mangum hits a ball to deep center, and he hit a missile. But Zach Watson's going back, and he's on the track, and it bounces off his glove. They gave Mangum a triple. I don't know how that's not an error. Key car. And then he's got a tailor-made double play. He lets another guy gets on first. It's first and third. He's got a tailor-made double play ball. And it goes up, off the right side of the mound, and Cole Henry reaches up his glove and knocks it to nowhere. I mean, if he just lets it go through, that's a tailor-made double play ball where Josh Smith gloves it, touches second, throws to first, and then he's over. And then instead we get nothing. And then they hit a ground ball to Willis at first, and Willis is waiting on it. It hits the bag and bounces away. So he had some tough luck in that fourth inning, man. But and then he just gave up a bomb on a 1-2 pitch in the fifth. I mean, dead center. He was mad at himself for giving it up. I mean, not making a good pitch. But anyway, Cole Henry was great. Devin Fontenot was spectacular again. And the offense came alive, I mean, 10 runs on 13 hits. I guess they don't have to fire the hitting coach today. That's a good thing. I don't have to listen to fire the hitting coach talk today. Although some of you dopes on Twitter still did it. I don't get people. Like, there were some people on Twitter last night that were legitimately, you went on the road. Think about what happened last night. You go on the road. All aboard the choo-choo train?
1, 2, 3,
4.
Make it higher.
Miss Gayla? We did see Miss Gayla yesterday. Yep, that happened. IRL.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Professor.
Professor. Perfect and professor. 2 new words we learned. Okay. So Drew's in a good mood this morning. So LSU, I mean, think about how big of a win last night was. If you lose, you're on the verge of being swept. You win, you can still win the series. You win the game on the road against the number 2 team in the country to even your record with them in the SEC at 5-3. You beat their ace freshman, your ace freshman beat their ace freshman, who was previously undefeated on the season, and you pounded out 13 hits and 10 runs against that pitching staff. And because you really only used Peterson threw 3 pitches last night. He could throw again tonight. Because you only used Fontenot, so I'd say Fontenot and Vetmeyer are both done for the weekend. After that, everybody's available today. Again, like, after Walker, you could throw Mikhail Hilliard. You could throw, hey, bud.
Elmo.
You could throw Matthew Beck. Elmo. You could throw Peterson. I mean, you've got arms
Elmo.
where they've already used every. Like, Riley Self's not coming back. I guess the Albertsons. Alexanders.
Mommy called.
We did go on Mommy's card, yep. Okay, let's get to y'all. Scott Rodriguez. If a pitcher doesn't get hurt, Reed would be at the house. LOL. Sort of. That's not exactly how it happened. But okay. But yeah, your point is well taken, yes. Charlie Gale, good morning. Andrew Bayer, Tiger Bats finally came alive. Great outing for Cole Henry. It was. Joey Painich, what's up, man? Andrew Bayer, do you think Willis will stay at first? I'm glad you asked that, and the answer is yes. He got a plum gift last night because they went to a review on one play at first where his foot was off the bag, and they went to review and they ruled him safe on the field. Went to review and ruled him out, which I don't know how they did that. LSU got a total gift. Because the next batter was a double that would have scored that run. Anyway. But yes, I do think Willis will stay. And the thing is, last night, even though I think he had 1 hit, I think he was 1 for 4. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, he was 1 for 4, but he had 3 RBIs. So his first at-bat, and I don't think he didn't strike out, did he? He did have 1 strikeout. So 1 for 4, but his other 2 at-bats, his first at-bat, he hit a ground ball to the right side, which scored a run. His second at-bat, he hit a fly ball to center, sac fly, which scored a run. And then he struck out. But his fourth at-bat, he hit a 2-out 0-2 pitch up the middle for an RBI single. Like, think about how many problems guys on this team have had hitting with 2 strikes. And he took an 0-2 pitch up the middle for a 2-out RBI single. I mean, his approach, we keep talking about approach, his approach at the plate is awesome. Just because, man, he's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. He makes contact. He's hitting the ball to all fields. It's a small sample, y'all. I mean, this was his first start of the season. Before last night, he had 9 at-bats in the whole season. But if he gives you that kind of at-bat, I want him in the lineup. What's your alternative? You know? So, Andrew, yes, I do think Willis stays at first. Shout out to Brock, y'all. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They are tagged in this post. If you could like their page, that's a huge help. It is Dad's show. What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? Okay. Let's see. Ashley, good morning. Christopher, good morning. Dale, Bruce. Oh, we're not going to block people. Who did we get? Nobody. Ooh, close. Hey, Drew. Ooh.
Oh man.
Hey, Drew.
Oh man.
Ooh, man. Oh, I forgot to hit the share button. Hopefully, y'all hit the share as well. Share the post. Big help. If y'all would do that, that'd be awesome. Especially Saturdays and Sundays tend to be really big. You know, obviously people getting up, having their coffee, not going to work. We tend to have really big shows on Saturday and Sunday. So thanks for hitting the share button. Dale, basketball was nice, being relevant for a season, back to crap next year. I don't know if I'd go that far. Let's see what Tremont and Nas do. But even if they leave, I'm going to assume Skylar comes back for a senior year. You should have Darius Days and Emmett Williams and Javonte Smart all back next year as well. You lose Cavell, so you lose your shot blocker. So you lose you're losing Cavell as a senior, and you're likely losing Tremont and Nas. But man, you get everybody else back. You got a really nice core of players. So let's see. They'll always supplement to fill those roster spots. See what they do. Michael Moore Reed was a beast last night. So you got to clarify: are you talking about Nas Reed or Chris Reed? Unfortunately for the basketball team, wasn't a great night. Cavell had 11 and 5. Nas had 10 and 9, so he got close to a double-double. The flagrant foul they called on him was nauseating. Tremont had 23, so a big night for Tremont on a big stage. 4 of 9 from 3. He had 1 from the mid-court logo. I mean, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Tremont played really well. So, and they started on an 8-0 run. Michigan State did, and so it was a bummer, man, to see it start that way. But credit LSU, they climbed back in and made a couple shots late in the half to make it, respectable. I think it was 9 at the half. I think it was 9 at the half. No, it was 12. It was 40-28. And then they got it to 4. Man, when they went on their run and got it to 4, I was like, all right, here we go. And then after they got to 4, Michigan State went on an 11-0 run. So just like that, it was 15 again, and that was it. So, bit of a bummer, man. I was really hoping for a better, more competitive game last night, but good season, though, man. Really fun season for basketball. David Furr Willis looked like he earned a shot at first. He looked real comfortable to play. There's no question. He's the guy. He'll be there again today, I promise you. Frankie Schmidt, good morning. Clint Cointman, good morning. Lindsay Thibodeau, what's up? It's so refreshing to see the morning after an LSU basketball loss to watch Morning Scone. Thanks, dude. Brad Vicknair, Smart was scoreless last night. Waters was great, but only 2 assists. Yeah. Man, look. And Tremont's, 12 of Tremont's 23 came from the three-point line, and then 5 free throws. So 17 points. Only 6 of his points came in the paint. We talked about it. Michigan State is great at clogging up the lane. They're just fantastic at that, at challenging everything in the paint around the rim. You have outside shots available if you can make them, but you were going to have to make a ton of them to be in that game. LSU just didn't. Like you said, Javonte was 0 for 6. Kerry Tomplay, Jason Bourgeois, good morning. Hey, Dawn, good morning. Chad Dupuy, what's up? Pete Giardino, S bumped to Thursday night, next stop, bullpen. Hey. Hey, can you tell me what you want? Did you want more? Elmo?
Go to
Albertsons. We're going to go to Fresh Market after Dad's show. Okay? Okay. Excuse me. We use our words. We don't fuss. We use words here. We say, Daddy, can you help me with...
Me.
Minnie? Are you watching Minnie Mouse? Is that what you're watching?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey. Mickey birthday.
Mickey birthday. Hey, do you want part 1 or part 2?
Go for fast.
You want Grover Fast? Okay, we can watch Grover Fast. This is one of them episodes of Sesame Street, y'all, that he likes. Let me put on fast forward. Whoops. Hey, baby. All right.
Too fast. Go.
All right, here's Grover Fast, Drew. Here's Grover Fast. All right. It's Grover Fast. Look, Grover Fast. That's what he wanted.
Go for fast.
Grover Fast. Okay. All right. We continue. On a Saturday edition of Morning Scone. Sorry for the shaky camera, y'all. Presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. With 5 convenient locations, they're open after hours and they're open on weekends. So, if you're out there this morning at baseball or soccer, or kids are playing sports and someone takes a ball off the arm and you want to go get that x-ray, or there's a vicious takedown in soccer and you feel like someone got cleated and maybe need to get that x-ray done or have a doc look at it, Brock is there at their clinic today inside the Surgical Specialty Center on Bluebonnet. Awesome peeps, the best. Go check them out. All right, hey, Dad, good morning. Let's see. Nathan Roy, hope this is the turning point we seem to see every season. Listen, I'll put it to you this way, y'all. It's just one game, the baseball. Just like when they lost on Friday, it was just one game. And as hard as it is, I do understand, like, it's hard not to be super reactive. But it's just the mindset that you have to have if you're watching a long baseball season. Because there are so many games. And if you live and die emotionally with the result of every single game, like you'll be schizophrenic. You'll just be doing this up and down all season long, because just like they went out on Thursday and struck out 17 times, the next day they go out against the same team and bang out 13 hits and 10 runs. I mean, same team. It's just, that's how this game goes. It's part maddening, but it's partly what makes it awesome. So, anyway, we'll see, man. I think they have an awesome... When going into this series, my aim was split the first 2 because I think you have an awesome shot to win Game 3. And I think that. State doesn't have a set number 3 starter. Boom, boom. They got about 4 or 5 different guys that have started in that spot. Hey, so we'll see who they go with.
Grover Fast.
Grover Fast. And I just think LSU, I mean, you don't have Fontenot or Vetmeyer available. Bless you. But everyone else is available. So you can break up the game with, let's say if Walker can get you through the lineup once, maybe get you through 3 or 4, and then you can hand it to Hilliard, who can maybe give you another 2. And then maybe Beck can give you the 7th or the 7th and the 8th, and then Peterson can give you the 9th. Like, you can break up the game like that, I think, and get through it today. And I think offensively, you should have a field day today. Mississippi State last Sunday they won the game against Auburn 20-15. I mean, you can focus on the fact that they scored 20. And Mississippi State's a good offensive team, but Auburn was out of pitching. Bless you. But they gave up 15. Anyway. Hey, George Hart, good morning. Andrew Bayer, who starts at second today. My guess is Bruce Arnold will keep starting there. He had another knock last night. Justin Beard, good morning. Chris Barnhill, good morning. James Tyrone, good morning. Patrick Hall. Drew loves Fresh Market. He does. There's a lady there, Barbara, that he goes during the week whenever his Mimi takes him over there. He sees Barbara. And Barbara's the sweetest. She just loves Drew. She says, "Hi, my Drew." And so Drew will say, like, "Hi, my Drew." Like, he'll walk around trying to say, "Hi, my Drew." I'll get him to say it when he comes back in here. Brandon Browning, good morning. Hey, Cheryl, what's up? Good morning. Lee Green, good morning. James Tyrone, Nashville Scone, go Tigers. Craig Duga, I see we won last night. I'm assuming we bunted more. No, they did bunt once, and I didn't like it, but they did bunt, and they did score a run afterwards. So they had a double They bunted him to third, and then got a sack fly to get the run home. But I'd still say hit a ball on the ground to the right side, or maybe get a base hit and score and get a big rally, but they didn't. Casey Chandler, what's up? Mark Allen, Jason Blanchard, what's up? Jerry Spurgeon, good morning, Matt and Drew. Thankful for the journey, amen. Craig Savoy, good morning. The predictably silent skies falling baseball dugout crew has gone to the showers temporarily. It's very true. But if they lose today, if LSU lose today, they'll be back. But at least I didn't have to listen to or read a million tweets last night about the hitting coach and blah, blah. Actually, someone did. Somebody did tweet me. I dare you to go on record right now and say LSU is the top 10 hitting coach in the SEC. I replied saying, name 2 hitting coaches in the SEC. Right. You could probably name 2 offensive coordinators. You might be able to name all of them. Maybe 10 of them. I guarantee you, not one person, not one watching us right now, not one of you can name 2 hitting coaches in the SEC. None of you. That's okay, because it doesn't matter. It's a fabricated storyline from LSU fans. Andrew Baird, do you think Nas could raise his stock if he came back? Yes, I do. But I don't think he's going to come back. I think he is going to go to the combine workouts, and people are going to see physically what shape he's in, how much his game has progressed this year. He will ace every interview. And they're going to see 6'10", 250, can shoot, good hands, good feet, athletic, and I think he's going to fall somewhere in the late 20s, early 30s. So he's going to be in, I think, this 10-pick range at the end of round 1 and the beginning of round 2. Kind of where Glenn Davis went. And for his sake, I hope he goes in round 1 because you get the guaranteed 2-year deal. But there's going to be an NBA team that just wants to get their hands on him now, and he's going to go. But I'd love to see him come back. I just don't think he will. And I think that's been predetermined all year. Todd Dupuy, Adam Swales, what's up? Mark Allen. Need that as a ringtone. That's the Dick Vitale montage without the Vitale. Hey, Margaret DeVilliers, who will be our coach next year? Basketball, I guess you're saying. That's a great question. I don't know. I wish I could give you a more educated opinion, but I think the chances of Will Wade returning are higher than most people think. I'm not even saying it's likely, but the people that are saying no chance, he's done, he's finished, what you forget is the fact that, and I'll keep stressing this, if the LSU administration wanted to fire Will Wade, they would have done it already. They have cause. Just him being on that wiretap and him refusing to come meet with them, insubordination, that's cause. Grover fast. They have cause. But it's Grover. You want Grover fast? What do you want? Use your words. Use your words. You want Grover fast? That is Grover fast. Okay. Do you want Mickey? Anyway, if they wanted to fire Will Wade, they would have done it already. Now, depending on what happens in that federal trial, they may not have a choice. We may find out more, and there's more wiretaps, and all that becomes even more egregious. And
Mini birthday.
And mini birthday. You want mini birthday? And maybe they end up not having a choice. And if that's what it comes to, then that's just what it is. But the reason that you can't definitively say that he won't be back is because the administration wants him back. He's obviously a great coach. They just won the SEC. Fan interest is high. Will has a ton of support among fans. So I'm not gonna say definitively that Will Wade won't be the coach. I think I put it at like 40%. But let's see what happens in that trial. Because the evidence already hasn't been enough to fire him, because they would have done it. Now, I don't think Tony Benford will be the coach. It's hard for me to imagine anybody on the staff is retained if Will Wade is fired. So, yeah, I think they want to wash their hands clean of the entire thing. And then it's interesting because how appealing is the job if you face sanctions, right? So I don't know. All right, let's see. Chris Barnhill, it was a great mix-up. We had some hit and run. We stole some bases, swung well with 2 strikes. It was the best offensive effort all season, for sure. It was the best game all around LSU played. Brian Martinez, Michael O'Regan, Mark Landry, Tim Johnson. What's up, Tim? Good morning. Christian Huffman, anyway, Giacomo can play second base with Broussard being an automatic out. Put Giacomo there, DH Beloso, Bianco, or Garza. I would not DH Bianco. He can't hit. And Garza right now is fighting it so much. A Beloso, I think, would be the option there. And by the way, and I'm no super duper defender of Broussard. He was 0 for 4 last night with a strikeout, but at least he put the ball in play. He's looking more competitive. I think what? Mini birthday. Fast. I think your option at second is when Gavin Dugas comes back. That's your other option. It's that or Hal Hughes. You could put Chris Reed at second, but then you'd have to put Hal Hughes at third. So you don't solve your problem trying to get another bat in the lineup. Drew Bianco played a little second late in the game last night, and he looked really uncomfortable at second, which is odd considering he was a high school shortstop. But he made a bad throw on one play. It took Willis off the bag, and then he made another really nerve-wracking play where he just let the ball play him. Anyway, I think you stick with Broussard at second. Just sneezed and said, "Bless you." Bless you. We will go to Fresh Market. Let's see. David Richardson stuck in D.C. airport with a 4-hour layover on the way home. God bless you, man. Catch you a nap or go drink you a cocktail, bro. Thank you for watching, David. If y'all would hit the share button, that's a huge help. I appreciate it as always. Adam Swales, good morning, man. Blaine Allen. What's up, Blake Hammett? Good morning. Hey, Blake, good morning. Darren Aguilar. No, who's on first? Trivia, poor defensive rebounding is what hurt LSU. It's true. But we talked about it yesterday, too, man. And you knew the matchup, right? I mean, Michigan State lost the rebounding battle only 5 times all year. There were 1 and 4 in those matchups. If you could out-rebound them, you could beat them, and LSU just didn't. They're top 15 in the country in rebounding margin. And LSU was top 10 in the country in offensive rebounding, and you got whipped there. Joey Painage, ever think about playing Grover slow? Might buy you some more time. It's not a bad idea if they do it. Like, can you do slow-mo? I guess you could do slow-mo, huh? Anyway, that's actually not a bad idea, Joey. I'll give that a try. Andrew Bayer, I think they would put Bianco at second, leave To Giacomo at DH, but Bianco isn't exactly knocking the cover off the ball. That Bianco can't hit, man. He's not ready. He's overwhelmed by this level of pitching, and I don't want him in the lineup. And neither does Paul, and it's obvious. I remember he started the season at first. Like he got the first crack at it. Go to Fresh Market. Morning, Matt just got on, but who do you think will be back next year on the basketball team? Take care. Sure, Mike. I think Nas and Tremont are gone, and I think the one that you have to watch is Emmett. I think he's the one that's of the guy is the most undecided. Now, situation with Javante, we'll see if that changes, but I don't. Javante, there haven't been talks of Javante as a one and done, but Tremont I think is gone, Nas is gone, and the one to watch is Emmett. But everybody else should be back, and Cavell obviously is graduating. Carlos Brown, the franchise. Good morning. Paul Batts, Stroh's lost yesterday. Didn't stress it. Stroh's will more than likely win 90 to 98 games a season. True baseball fans focus on the long game. Got to. As I said, if you live and die emotionally with one game in a baseball season, you will just drive yourself bat bleep crazy. Courtney Store, after watching LSU baseball for years, I've adopted your philosophy to just one game. Enjoy the game last night. That should absolutely be the case. Hopefully we're helping. Hopefully we're helping this era of LSU baseball fan to understand. Like, it's a long season, and no, even the greatest teams ever have lost games. No team's ever gone undefeated in baseball. You have to look at the big picture. You go into a weekend series, see if you can check a couple of boxes. You know. Beanie Blanchard. Good morning, Matt. Watching you while running the crawfish trap this morning. There you go. What's up, Beanie? I'll take 5 pounds, if you don't mind, Beanie. Preferably, you go ahead and boil it for me. Just drop them off. That'd be great. Eric Gullett, good morning. Robert Boudreaux. Matt, I'm with you. I hate bunting and stealing. I don't mind stealing if the opportunity presents itself. Go swipe a bag. I just hate bunting. I hate giving up an out. You just give... If you're not scoring a run, I hate giving up an out. Carl the Cat, good morning. Josh Edwards had 2 bunts, one early, one in the 6th or the 7th. Lee Cox, what's up? The rubber match is ours. I hope so. Jeff Little, Dusty Revere, good morning. Pete Giardino, Google's SEC hitting coaches. Exactly. No Google, Pete. Matt Anderson, Troy Fuselier, Thomas Moore. Let me see if Mississippi State's named their starter yet for today. They should have done that already. Let's see. See if I can get you all this. Mickey birthday fast?
Mickey
What?
Minnie birthday fast.
Minnie's birthday fast. There it is. Okay, let's take off your backpack. Take your backpack. Oh, you're showing it. You want mini birthday fast? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, all done. All free. All free. Okay, it's coming. Hey, listen, you have to be patient, bud. You have to be patient. Let's see, if we do mini birthday slow. Okay, mini fast. Let's see. Let's see their pitching matchup. And they just posted, Mississippi State's Twitter just posted 6 minutes ago. There you go. There's a tweet from Jordan Westberg from Mississippi State. Shake it off, it's baseball. You have another game tomorrow, and it only takes 2 to win the series. Trying to see. They don't list their starter. God dog it. Sorry, y'all. I'm not going to just sit there and look at that all day. I was trying to see if I could see on Mississippi State's Twitter who they were starting today. But anyway, let's see. get back to y'all's comments. Again, thanks to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. For those just jumping aboard watching, thank you. If you would hit the share button, that'd be a tremendous help. And Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic as well, if you could like their page. Also, I don't mention enough about the Matt Moscone YouTube channel. So I'll put a lot of content up there as well. Morning Scone goes there after we do it here on Facebook. I upload it there. That's where I do my whiskey reviews and some of the foolishness with Terrio and other videos as well. So if you're a YouTuber, if you hang out on YouTube at all, if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Let's see. Andrew, let's see. Brister, do you think the bats for LSU woke up? Morning Scones. Hey, Andrew. I don't like the to say that they were asleep implies that the pitching you were facing had nothing to do with it. And the fact is, Georgia and Mississippi State and Vanderbilt have the 3 best pitching staffs in the SEC. I mean, you are facing legit arms the last 2 weeks. Like, they have a lot to do with it. I mean, last Sunday against Georgia, you broke through. When you got into the bullpen on Thursday night against State, you broke through. It's you face some legit, plus arms. Ethan Small is a dude. You saw him on Thursday. He's awesome. So I think you have to tip your cap to those pitchers. Now I know the McNeese game is an outlier, but yeah, I think last night I liked their approach with 2 strikes. They got some good vibes. It was nice to see Zach Watson get going. Maneri tinkered the lineup a little bit. He had Duplantis lead off. So if that's what it takes, shuffling it a little bit, okay, They seemed comfortable last night, which was fun. They still struck out a bunch, but you're facing a really good strikeout pitcher. Andrew Hines, it doesn't matter who the hitting coach is. Sincerely, The Rock. Oh, gosh, it doesn't matter who the hitting coach is. Justin, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. You'd obviously love someone on staff who could be a great asset. I'm just saying the vitriol and blame lobbed at Ochinko is the same thing that people did to Gibbs 2 years ago. Is the same thing people would do to Javi. It's just like this team's going to end up hitting 300 as a team. They're just too many good hitters. Like, they're going to be fine. Shelley, does Will Wade break his silence this weekend? Nope, no way. Well, I mean, if he was going to break his silence before the trial, he'd have done it so he could coach in the games. EJ Cambry, morning Matt and Drew. Great baseball win, great basketball season. Their heads need to be held high. Merrick Mathern, what will the basketball team look like next year? I think Skylar's back for his senior year. So Skylar and Javante as your guards. You got Marlon Taylor back at the 3. Emmett and Darius Days return. I'd love to get a little more size. I'd love to get a shot blocker, rim protector. But I think Tremont and Nas both go. Emmett's the one you got to watch, though. Hey, Lawrence, good morning. Pete Giardino, even with LSU losing, key players of the NBA. I'm sure Wade is paid for some top-flight recruits too soon. Damn, bro. Keith Rosenbach, Edward Cooper, good morning. Patrick Hall, no baby shark for Drew. Yeah, I'm sure he'll drop some in here eventually. Hey, Floyd Davis, Dusty, Andrew Bear, Kim Mulkey said she'd take the job. I heard that. She went on an interview in North Louisiana with Tim Fletcher and said she'd take the job. By the way, Terrio is lining up Kim Mulkey for AFR next week. Rocco Zupscone, hell no to Mulkey. Why? I don't get down with the, well, she's a woman. I don't get down with that. Not in anything in life. So, except like men shouldn't be giving birth. Like, that's one thing I'll tell you. Like, that's a woman thing. Women can give birth. Men can't do that. But the notion that that a woman couldn't coach basketball to me, couldn't coach men in basketball is just why can men coach women? It's ludicrous. We marry ourselves to these notions, these standards. Like, if Kim Mulkey can coach, she can coach. Like, Becky Hammon's about to become a head coach in the NBA. You know, someone will be a trailblazer and realize she can flat out coach and she's paid her dues and deserves an opportunity. I'm not telling you Kim Mulkey will take the job or that LSU would even be interested, but if your whole notion is that you can't hire Kim Mulkey to coach LSU's men because she's a woman, I got no time for that, man. I got no time for that. Can she recruit? Don't know. Can she coach a game above the rim as opposed to below the rim like the women's game is? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But if you could tell me, like, she can't coach men because she's a woman. Craig Duga, I like Greg Hire. Guy seems passionate about coaching. Yeah, he's great. He was a great assistant at Wichita State, and obviously, you know, done really well at LSU as well. Dusty, I'm up early. Baseball allowed me to stop crying. You gotta relax, bro. It's just so, like, if you were crying and you're only halfway through the season, you're happy. Then what if they lose today? You're gonna cry again? Like, it's just one, man. It's just one. They come home next week against Texas A&M, and if you win a home series against a good team, but if you win a home series, then you're in first place in the West. Come on, man. My boy singing "Row Your Boat." I love it. Hey, Meridoc, good morning. Yep. He was singing Drew was singing "Row Your Boat," pushing the chair over there. Paul Batts, ladies, you find a man the way Pat 40 reacts like a kid at Toys R Us to Zion tweeting 50 tweets a game. Bro. I think Drew Bianco is not a first-year starter. He will blossom as his career progresses. I agree with that, Chris. Some guys just aren't ready. And hey. Mickey Fest, okay. And it's not just position players or guys coming from high school. You see it with JUCO players as well. There's an assumption that JUCO guys, because they had that sort of in-between year, between high school and college, the JUCO guys are more SEC ready. It's just not always the case. Look at Brock Mathis. He's really struggled at the plate. Just that jump in competition is striking for a lot of guys, no matter what level you came from. But Bianco's got all the tools. If you didn't have the tools to be a really good player, you don't come to LSU. Like, you don't get an opportunity to play at LSU. Not everybody pans out. Not everybody's willing to be patient and wait their turn. And so guys transfer. And some guys go on to have really good careers. Like, look at Brendan Bro. Brendan Bro was on the team a couple of years ago, couldn't get on the field, saw the log jam in the outfield, transferred. He's an awesome college baseball player now, Y'all wrong for the Kim Mulkey comments, bro. Robin Debataz, good morning. Mimi just popped up here. She's watching now. Did you go in Mimi's car yesterday?
Mama.
No, you went in Momo's car yesterday. That's right.
Home Depot.
Home Depot. You went to Home Depot with Momo? What are you looking at? Looking at pictures of Daddy? And BMO?
BMO, Kayla, Dominic.
BMO, Kayla, Dominic. Who else? Anthony and? Maria. Very good. Dominic. Those are Drew's cousins. Sarah. Did you see Sarah this week?
Michael.
And Michael. You did.
Catherine.
And Catherine.
Yeah.
Okay. He goes to Abilities for therapy, and on Thursdays he has a joint session with another little boy named Michael, and so that's like his best friend now. Michael, he gets so excited. Michael. Craig Dugas from NIT to Sweet 16. What a ride it's been. It really was. I mean, what a fun season, man. To watch this team. I mean, I picked them before the season at... When they were picked in the preseason to finish 6th in the SEC, I said I think they'd finish 3rd and that they would go, did I say 13-5 or 12-6? I think I said 12-6. I think I picked them 12-6 and they'd finish 3rd in the SEC. 16-2, winning the SEC, winning at Rupp, beating Tennessee, 9-0 on the road in the conference, the win at Missouri, the rally at Missouri, man, what a fun year. Just to watch how they progressed from the beginning of the season, to think where they were in Orlando when they blew that lead against Florida State, didn't show up against Oklahoma State, like how much they matured and progressed. It was such a fun year watching this team. Damon Rando, good morning. Never followed football this little. Looking forward to getting the scoop. How about that? It is so true, man. People have been so high on basketball. And then, of course, the baseball team started number 1 in the country. And then, obviously, you've had some struggles as well. So that's been a huge storyline. So true, man. Like, I can't remember a time there was this little attention on spring football. Home Depot, did you go there yesterday with Mama? Huh? Huh? What?
Wet.
What?
Okay.
Okay, I love you.
Puppy dog car.
Puppy dog car. The puppy dog has a car? No, puppy dogs don't drive cars. You're being silly. I guess that means Mickey Fast ended. I'll go ahead and restart Mickey Fast. No, it's still going. No. Mickey Fast. Hey, Irfan, good morning. Grant Vayon, what's up? Brandon Miller, good morning. Clay Myers, just tuning in. What are they going to do about Wade? Is he staying or is he fired? I'll reset that just real quick. I still don't expect Wade to say anything now. If he was going to say something, why not say it sooner so he could coach? So I think he'll wait till that trial in April. That's number 1. Number 2, if LSU wanted to fire Will Wade, they would have already done it. So the administrators want Will Wade back. They're willing to wait through this trial, get all the information, and then make a decision. And it's obvious. He wins. He's a good recruiter. He's a really good coach. People are, fans support, all that stuff. So they're waiting to see. So until we find out what happens in April, I wouldn't expect anything to happen. If they don't have anything on Wade, they move forward. He's the coach. If more damning evidence comes out, then he's probably fired. Let's see. Andrew Hines, y'all should get Dickie V on Whiskey and Wine to have an entertaining discussion. Merrick Mathern, what's up? Updates on pitching injuries. Not really, just sore arms for Jaden Hill and Chase Costello and Landon Marceau. But that's, it's another aside. Think about, because none of those guys have anything structurally wrong, you assume they'll get healthy at some point, be able to come back and contribute. Just think about that. When you add to your staff already, Marceau, Hill, Costello, 3 more really good arms. I mean, you should be in April better than you are in March, and you should be in May better than you are in April. And then hopefully come June, you're ready to just go make your run. Matt Bryant, Jordan Mumphrey, good morning. Donald Amy, good morning. Paul Rochelle, what's up? Meridak, coach for State, said in the postgame they are TBA. You'll find out at 1 tomorrow. Yeah. Boo Blackburn, good morning. Clay Myers, I like the intensity they were playing with yesterday. That has only shown its face a couple of times this baseball season. I disagree, man. I don't think effort has been the problem, especially defensively and on the mound. I think it was nice to see the bats come alive, and let me rephrase that. It was nice to see them get some production early, which I think kind of, yeah, they say hitting's contagious, and I believe that. Instead of the 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts in the first, you're going, all right, we got some knocks on this guy, we can hit him. You got to think that then that attitude becomes pervasive in the dugout. Joe Booth set off a firecracker and took a shot of rum. Casey Landrum. Let's see. Dustin Cleveland, Trey Dykes, what's up? Hey, Jeff Brenner, good morning. Janet Anderson. I'm from Hammond, would love to have Mulkey. Patrick Kimmery. You know what I'd love, actually, honestly? Mickey Fest. Like, if I don't mind if Mulkey coaches men. Like, that's I'm not like I just said, I'm not gonna ever say she can't coach because she's a woman. But honestly, why not go make a run at her for your women's coach job? I mean, whatever she's making at Baylor, double it. I mean, just do you want to be good? Like, do you want to be good in women's basketball? I mean, they just extended Vargas, so I mean, I don't guess she's going anywhere, but why not? Do you want to be good or not? You want to be good? Go get Kim Mulkey. Go to Baylor. Go say, hey, look, come home. Whatever you're making at Baylor, we'll double it. Let's go. Let's go win some titles. You know. Let's see. Rocco, not because she's a woman, because she's not the best candidate. And how do you know that? How do you know that? Who else is a candidate? You know what I mean? I mean, she's won national titles. What about when Ohio State hired Jim Tressel? And that was Ohio State. And they went and hired the guy from Youngstown State. But he had won national titles. He knew how to build a winning program. He expected to win, winning culture, good coach. And in year 2 won a national title at Ohio State. Saying, bro. Not the best candidate. Who is? Go get a mid-major coach. I mean, sometimes that works. Sometimes you get Johnny Jones. Sometimes you get Anthony Grant at Alabama. You know? Sometimes you get Will Wade. Let's see. Patrick Kimmery, I was saying they needed to hire her before Wade ever came along. That'd be interesting, man. I'd give that like a 2% chance of ever happening. But it is an interesting conversation. And I think sometimes you have to have that conversation to make people comfortable with the idea before anything really happens. All aboard the choo-choo train. Humana. I like your dinosaur jammies. Roland Guitro, Derek Bordelon, what's going on? What's up, everybody? There's no crying in baseball. How about Avery Johnson as Pelicans coach? I think Avery Johnson needs to go sit on Avery Johnson Beach. You know, like just go sit in the NBA front office, scout. At this point, it's made a ton of money. Nah. Trey Lambert, will we see Willis at first again today? You better. Brian Rober didn't realize how big Willis is. Body has a lot of potential. There's no question. He's 6'3". And the thing that we talked about yesterday after Thursday's game was on his double. If many people might have checked out by that point, but he had an opposite field double in the 8th, and his swing was effortless. I mean, he wasn't swinging hard. It was just flick the bat. And Terrio talked about this yesterday. He's like, when you're that guy with that size and that swing, like you don't have to swing hard to generate power. You just have power. So like swing easy and guide the ball to all fields and it will go. And you saw that. I mean, the sack fly he had last night was a warning track fly to center that just kept carrying. I mean, that dude's got some legit power. See if you can do it consistently. He had 9 at-bats all season before last night. So then he had 4 last night. So he's sitting on 13 at-bats for the season. I mean, he's got a ways to go, but encouraging. Brady Beacom, good morning. Brett Blanchard, I like our chances to take the series. Is Beloso hurt or is there competition at first? No, they just gave Willis a chance. Beloso's fine. It's just Beloso's average is down to... Beloso's average is down to... 241. So his average has dropped like 70 points. He's hitting in the 100s in SEC play. So I think Maneri went on a hunch, gave Willis a pinch hit at bat. He hit a double, and he rewarded him. I told y'all yesterday on the show that he was going to start. They was going to start Willis. That's just what Maneri does. He plays hunches. He rewards guys. It's a meritocracy for Paul. If you play well, he's going to play. So Willis got a double. He got the start. Played well last night. I think he's going to start again today. He should. It was the same with Beloso. Remember Bianco started the season at first? Elevator. You know, Beloso was just hitting better early in the season. Already. Elevator. Bob Semo. Good morning, Matt. Love the novelty of Kim Mulkey, but really want Will back, but needs to hire a shooting coach. That's well done. Chuck Sanchez, Rusty Sotal, Rayon Hill. What's up, Rayon Hill? How about that? The guys that pop up on here from time to time. Joey Painage, Nate Bumstead, John Corbello. There's Rayon Hill jumping up on here right now. Pick 6 on the 2-point conversion against Auburn in 1996 in the barn burning game. Rayon Hill watching Morning Scone. How about that? Ken Quirk, Joseph Roy, good morning. Tom Grannon, good morning. Todd Dupuis. Matt, you think Terry will be focused with Mulkey being there? Or will he be zoned out like he is at times? I think he zones out to get a rise out of you. No, he doesn't zone out to get a rise out of me. He does get distracted. Like he'll be on his phone texting people and stuff. Not always, but sometimes. And sometimes our feuds are for show. But it's fun. Let's see. Brady Beacom, Matt, will Wade be the basketball coach for LSU in 2020? I've been hearing he's not coming back in 2020. Why'd you use all caps, Brady? Like yelling at me. I've answered that before. I've answered that a bunch already today. For those who haven't heard, the administration wants Will Wade to be the coach. If not, they would have fired him already. And that's not a guess. All aboard the choo-choo train.
Maybe.
But until we know what else comes out, that's why they're in this holding pattern. But tell you the other part of it too, man, is you better make a decision at some point because, man, you got recruits who are in limbo. Maybe. Anyway, Richie Burt, proud of those guys. Perimeter defense killed us again. Looking forward to this group getting better. LSU's perimeter defense was good this year. I think Michigan State just made shots. I mean, they were 7 of 17 from 3 in the first half. You know, sometimes you just go down. Wow, Brandon DeVille, Bleacher Report reporting A&M offered Buzz Williams a multi-year deal worth $3.5 million. They're committed, man. Whose birthday is it, Drew? Whose birthday is it? Okay. Hi. Let's see. Good morning from Chuck Sanchez. Good morning from Houston. Supercross tonight at NRG. Go get you some, Chuck. Get you some Supercross, bro. That ain't my bag, but if you enjoy it, you get it, dog. Let's see. As for football, do you think they knew Provins was going to be arrested? That's why he entered the transfer portal. No, he entered the transfer portal, and then the.
They're still doing on the
Okay.
Huh?
All aboard the choo-choo train.
All aboard choo-choo train? Okay, well, when Mommy gets back from the store, you can see all aboard choo-choo train, okay?
All right, let's see. Craig, your boy Fonbon thinks Wade is a gone pecan. He may be. But but my guess is Paul hasn't had conversations with people at LSU. He's guessing based on what he sees. I went on Paul's show this week, and I tried to tell him that. He asked me that question 5 different times in 5 different ways, and I kept telling him, Paul, like, if they wanted him gone, he'd be gone. They don't want to fire him. Joe hired Will. He's his guy. He's already had 2 failed basketball coaches. He finally gets the young guy that recruits and wins the SEC in year 2. They're packing the PMAC. Like, basketball's good. It was a fun season, and they know it's because of Will Wade. They know they've got a great young coach on their hands. They don't want to fire him. What time is the baseball game today? 1 o'clock, by the way. Thank you, Cage Moyer. 1 o'clock. It got moved up. It was scheduled for 3. They moved it up to 1 o'clock today. I think they're expecting bad weather. Kevin Harrell, I think you are underestimating the fan backlash on the Will Wade situation. I don't think it's Will Wade that needs to worry. It's Oliva who may not survive this. Kevin, I think you're overestimating the fans' impact. Fan backlash won't affect this. If fan backlash would have, Will Wade would be coaching because of all of the fan backlash after they suspended Will Wade. So, frankly, fans can huff and puff and stomp their feet. It doesn't matter because there's far bigger fish to fry in this story. Hey. Okay. Okay, I will. Hey, Drew. Drew. Hey, Drew. Make him sing. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. We are almost done with Dad's show. Now listen, we'll finish Dad's show, and then after Dad's show, we'll go to Fresh Market. And anyway, Kevin, about Oliva, remember, the Board of Supervisors ultimately makes a call on Joe Oliva. And as I have said, and we've talked about this so many times, Joe Oliva... Hi. What? Can you use your words? Okay, let's go watch Mickey then.
All aboard the train.
All aboard the choo-choo train. All aboard the choo-choo train.
All aboard the train.
There are board members like Stanley Jacobs just wrote this opinion piece that Oliva and everyone needs to be fired, right? Stanley Jacobs was the president of the Board of Supervisors. Like, he was the guy in charge of the board, and he couldn't even get enough support to fire Oliva when he was on the board. So, I'm sorry, not Richard Lipsey, but Stanley Jacobs was another one that wanted Oliva fired. My point is these guys on the board couldn't generate enough support because the people that actually are making the decisions are very divided. There's some people that really like Joe on the board. They like the fact that financially they're in really good stead. They like the fact that he's built facilities and they've, until now, been scandal-free, and there's division among the people. So, like, don't overestimate the fan impact. It just... I like to say it doesn't matter, but like the fans were very vocal against Joe. I mean, at the Vanderbilt game, the Joe must go, the chants, like how ugly was that on national TV? And nothing happened. The point is, among the people that matter, you have a great number of people that want Joe to stay and a number of people that want Joe to go. And it's been this tug of war. And that's why you see nothing happening. They can't get him fired. They can't push through an extension because neither side will budge. Anyway, now for what it's worth, I think the decision about Joe goes much higher than even the university, and I think you will probably see some movement in the summer or the fall for one very politically motivated reason. You can probably figure out what that is. Find mom is part of the national mass cult media. Ryan Broussard, good morning. 1 p.m. based on what's my SEC network should. Yeah, games at 1 p.m. today. All right, let me go a little quickly here, y'all. Again, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They are tagged in this post. If you could like the Brock page, that'd be huge. If y'all are heading out to baseball tournaments or soccer games, and hopefully not, but if anybody gets injured and you need an orthopedist, boom. And pediatrics as well. So who are you pulling for now? I'm all for anyone but Duke and Kentucky. And they both almost lost last night, too. I got Duke in my bracket, so I guess I'll just pull for that so I can see my bracket do well. Paul Batts, Terrio Wood Smith, hard for Mulkey as LSU men's basketball coach. Grady Fusho. Hey! We are almost done with that show. Can you use your words? You want fast? Donald fast? Elmo fast. Let's see. Jacob Cormier. I hope this Will Wade stuff blows over, as I feel like he could be the next Dale Brown for LSU. I wouldn't even say Dale Brown. I'd say Billy Donovan. The intent when they hired him was come here, be the next Billy Donovan. Do here what Billy Donovan did at Florida. Build something that is yours. Jordan Mumfrey, this is the only sports-related show my wife will voluntarily watch with me because Drew is your co-host. Well, in that case, how about a gratuitous Drew shot? How about that? Look at what he's watching. Like, Sesame Street's got some trippy stuff, y'all. Drew wants to watch that on Fast Forward. Look at what we're watching. He's in a trance. Okay.
Yeah.
You fired up, huh, bud? Okay. Bro, I'm telling you. Now we're almost done here, y'all. Good Saturday show here. We've been on here more than an hour already. It's about an hour. Let's see. Our women's basketball team is mediocre at best. I agree with that. There's no commitment there. Like they're punting. Nobody cares, and they're punting. I agree. Jesse McGraw, I like Willis in the lineup. Looks like a better hitter. I agree. Chris Barnhill, Willis had good at bats. He 3 RBI last night on a ground ball, a sac fly, and then an RBI single with an 0-2 count last night. I like him a lot. Paul, sometimes you get the sexy hire at the time. Shaka Smart. How's that working for Texas? True. How about Will Wade as the Pelicans coach? If Will Wade gets fired, if Will Wade gets fired and gets a show cause penalty and he can't coach in college, I would expect he would end up on an NBA bench somewhere. I think that happened with David Patrick. David Fleshman, maybe Kelvin Sampson too when he had a show cause. David Fleshman. Didn't Kelvin Sampson coach after he got his show cause? Didn't he go coach in the NBA? Yeah, that's it. So after he got the show cause in Indiana, he went to the Milwaukee Bucks and the Houston Rockets and then got the job as the Houston Cougars head coach. Yeah, thought so. So I wouldn't be surprised at all. There's precedent for that. That's probably what would happen. Let's see. Golly. Darren, my wife worked for Mrs. Moscona's OB when Drew was born. Oh, wow. That's the only reason we will watch. She will watch in the LOL. Oh, that's really cool. Thanks, Darren. Appreciate that. I'm trying to think of who that would be. I guess with Dr. Boudreaux, huh? Couldn't be anybody in Houston. It would have to be Dr. Boudreaux, right? Scott Sanchez, good morning. Let's see, Chris Barnhill. Beloso would do better if he'd stop swinging for the fences so much. I agree. He's become a dead pull hitter, which is disappointing. Because at opening weekend, he was hitting the ball all over the yard. He was hitting all fields, and he was impressive. Dugas going to be the second baseman when he's back fully healthy. I hope so, if he can keep hitting. Remember, the same thing happened with Broussard last year where he was LSU's leading hitter. I think he was hitting 370. And before he hurt his hand, came back and he just has never hit again. It's weird. Because he started the season hitting last year. Aaron Paye, good morning. I guess it's Paye, P-A-I-L-L-E. I don't think it's Pale. Maybe it's Pale. Brandon McGraw, good morning. Paul Batts, I bet Thomas Dunson lurks. Morning Scone Weekly. Mike Sylvester, what's up? Joey Payne, if Wade comes back, he needs to hire a get-back coach for his phone. They just need someone to make those calls for him. Scott Woodward looks like a real AD over there. It's time to bring him back home. That would be my first call. If they move on Joe Oliva, my very first call would be Scott Woodward. If nothing else, so I can go, Calica! Anyway. Has Dwayne from Thibodeau paid you yet? Come on, trivia. You know the answer to that. Kevin Riche, good morning. Arthur Coco, what's up? Michael Robert. Fred Schott. On Oliva, the initial backlash was because of how poorly the suspension was communicated. Wade had to be suspended. If there are penalties, he may have to go. No, Wade didn't have to be suspended. Wade could have been fired, or they could have let him coach. See, the part, Fred, that I think a lot of people forget is the fact that LSU has known that Will Wade was on a federal wiretap discussing recruits since October. And shame on them for not having their ducks in a row. They were not ready to communicate a message when that dropped, and they were caught with their pants down. And it showed. And we got Hey, bud. Lee McCaffrey, good morning. Terry Shipman, never underestimate the power of Elmo. Janet, I wish you weren't on the same time as OTB during the week. It's all good, Janet. The thing that you could do is listen to OTB and then come back and watch Morning Scone later, or watch Morning Scone and go listen to OTB on demand. It's a great thing about digital media. You can listen and consume it whenever you want. It's kind of like a DVR. Kurt Taylor, what's up? Dusty, what's up? Matt Box, we are wondering who y'all start today. Oh, talking about, I guess that's a Mississippi State guy. Ronnie Dugas, working the election. Thanks for the show. Gives me something to watch. There you go. Travis Prosa. What's up, Travis? Brad Gotro, good morning. Why does it say share by your name? Probably because I shared the post. Kurt, morning, guys. Glad to be back after a week of doing Army things. Thumbs up if y'all missed me. There you go, Kurt. Glad to see you back, man. And thank you for your service. Richie Burt, Kelvin Sampson's at Houston right now. No, I know, but he went... I know he's at Houston right now, Richie. I'm talking like after he got his show cause at Indiana, before he went to the Houston Cougars, he went to the NBA. He was with the Bucks and the Houston Rockets. So like that's what coaches sometimes will do. Like if you get a show cause and you're out of the game, you'll go coach at the professional level. You see that in college football too. Guys will go coach in the NFL if they get a show cause in college. Elmo. Almost done. Drew for Baton Rouge District, LSU Board of Supervisors member. Time to go bold. I'm in. Do I get voting? Do I get to vote by proxy? What? Elmo. Okay. Almost done. You loved that one, didn't you? What I love about art. Sesame Street Season 46, Episode 9. There you go. Do that one on fast. Right. All right, almost done. Let's see. And Jeffrey Easley, Tom Granick Stones are going to be at Jazz Fest after all. That's cool. Paul Hammonds, Chris Barnett. Last one. This is my favorite. This is my first time watching. I've always been working when you're live. Thanks for reading all the comments. There you go, Chris. That's what makes the show great, man. At least for me anyway. It's super interactive. I enjoy doing it every morning. Everyone's so nice about Drew, and I've enjoyed doing it. We just made a year this past week, so we're on episode 300. We've done this 368 consecutive days now. So, cool. All right, y'all, we're done. Remember, Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, all the subspecialties, primary locations on Bluebonnet, inside the Surgical Specialty Center, if you don't know where that is. If you're on Bluebonnet, you cross Perkins, headed toward Highland. It's on the right, big building on the right. You walk in the ground floor, you cannot miss it. You're looking straight at the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They got the best docs. I mean, like Dr. Field, who's the LSU baseball team doc. Dr. Bankston, who's the LSU football team doc, has been forever. He's a Brock doctor. Chip Bankston, who's the Saints orthopedist, is a Brock doc. I've been injured, like Dr. Faraci took care of my neck over there when I hurt my neck. They're just the best. I mean, they're the best doctors. So check them out, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. like their page. They're tagged in this post. Hopefully you don't need them, but if you do need an orthopedist for any reason. And they've got, of course, physical therapy, occupational therapy. You can do your MRIs, your x-rays, everything in-house. All right, like and share the page, please, if you would. Share. If y'all have anything, holler at me. This weekend I'll be around. Got to go do the lip sync competition at Catholic High tonight, fundraiser for Catholic High. So that's coming up tonight. LSU baseball at 1 o'clock. I'll be tweeting about it. So, all right, I'm gonna go. Drew, let's say bye. Let's go see Drew and say bye. Hey, Drew, we're done with Dad's show. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Mwah. Say bye, Dad's show.
Bye, Dad Show.
All right, have a good day. Have a good day. Good day. All right. What?
Away.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.